थैंक यू।
जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यमुनतीरवनचारि यमुनतीरवनचारि जय राधमाधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Shyam Sundar Radha श्याम सुंदर राधे जय राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधे जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधे जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा so if you want me to wait I can wait otherwise you tell me Prabhu I'll
Generally, by this time, many people join.
okay
But just एक 2 मिनट वेट करते हैं, मैं इंडिविजुअल
sure
मैसेज भी लिख रहा हूँ मैं।
no problem
Last time somebody was saying they are facing some problems joining via the link.
oh is it
वो पता नहीं वापस चालू हुआ क्या मेरा जनरली 10 to 12 people are generally there. So we can start, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy, they will join. Prabhu, we can start.
Okay.
Few devotees responded, they are joining.
Okay, fine. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेष भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठकी शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्णा पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनम् हृदयन्तस्थो हि अभद्राणि विधुनोति सुहृतसताम् Hare Krishna. So, thank you, Prabhu, for giving this opportunity to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam. So, we are doing currently in the third chapter, and
Ninth chapter, third canto.
sorry, third canto, ninth chapter. Sorry,
Prabhu,
third
I'll
canto.
just take a few moments. I was waiting for
Sure,
more devotees to join, uh,
sure,
to meaning, introduce you to the devotees.
sure.
But we will start now. So, devotees, Rasamandal Prabhu has come and glorified Srimad Bhagavatam and taught us a few times before, but just in case required. So, Prabhu and even Mataji, both of them have been very strong, focused, and very sincere devotees since the time I have seen them. And Prabhu has been learnt Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam very deeply, and the most important aspect is it reflects in the way he conducts himself. It's like a practical application of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah. In-depth knowledge about some of the complex topics and the excellent display of devotional behavior, even in general situations also. That's like the hallmark of Prabhu and Mataji. And thank you so much, Prabhu, for coming over and enlightening us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction, Prabhu. Thank you, and thank you for this opportunity. Save opportunity. So I'll share my screen. So yeah, it's verse 22 onwards. So you can just do a little background also, but before that, we'll do the prayers. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं सागजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे Hare Krishna. I've shared my screen. I hope it's visible to everyone.
Yes, it is.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, good. Okay. So, so just to go into a little into the background of this particular chapter. So, this chapter is all about the prayers of Brahmaji to Garbhodakshay Vishnu, the Lord, Supreme Lord, and he's in the mood that, yes, Lord, you've given me this service to do the secondary creation, yeah, Visarga. And I, of course, need all the blessings from you because it's a huge task. It's a mammoth task for me. So without your blessings, what can I do? So I'll just go back a few verses just to set the tone um, for this today's class. Yeah. So verse 17 onwards, for example. So this is the mood that the understanding for us here is that if we are given any seva also, of course, Brahmaji has received the supreme seva. It's a massive project for him. So obviously he's taking shelter of the Lord, surrendering to the Lord. But in our case also, any big seva, small seva, and all, the first mood should be the first thing which should come to our mind is that let's take shelter of Guru Maharaj, let's take shelter of the Supreme Lord. Yeah, without their mercy, nothing is going to happen. Yeah, so that is the thing that Kathanchana Smrite Yasmin Dushkaram Sukaram Bhavet Vismrite Vipritam Syat Sri Chaitanya Namamitam. So any job which we get, yeah, if we take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if we take shelter of Krishna, then the most difficult of the work can become very easy. Yeah, Dushkaram Sukaram Bhavet. But if you don't take their shelter, you say that I can do it, I am the doer, I can manage on my own, then the easiest of the tasks will become most difficult. So that is the mood really. Brahmaji is the first born really. Yeah. He's Swayambhu. And he's got all the powers. He's been directly given all the knowledge from Krishna directly. Yeah. He's received it directly from Krishna. But his mood is that, yes, please help me. So, verse 17, we'll just read the translation just to get the gist what we're talking about. So, people in general all engage in foolish acts, not in the really beneficial activities enunciated directly by you for their guidance. So, what this means is that the Pancharatra, which the Vidhi which the Lord has given, that this is how you should perform your life. Yeah, you should do your sadhana according to these things. If you don't follow, then what happens? So, as long as their tendency for foolish work remains powerful, all their plans in the struggle for existence will be cut to pieces. I therefore offer my obeisances unto him who acts as eternal time. So, he's saying that I have to take your guidance. Yeah, without that, nothing is going to happen. You have given all the instructions how we should live our lives. If we don't follow that, then we'll be struggling really. Yeah. All their plans in their struggle for existence will be cut to pieces. So if you are going to have this mentality that I am the doer, I am going to manage on my own, then it's going to be very difficult. Verse 18. Your Lordship, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who are indefatigable time and the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Although I am situated in an abode which will continue to exist for a time duration of two parardhas, although I am the leader of all other planets in the universe, and although I have undergone many years of penance for self-realization, still I offer my respects unto you. So Brahmaji is being very humble here. Yeah, that mood is very important. Dainyata is very important. If you don't be humble, humility has to be there that I am nothing without you, Krishna. I need your guidance at any and every stage of my life. Yeah, whatever I'm doing, I need your guidance and support. So here he's calling him the Kal. He's the supreme Lord is the time. Yeah, Kalosmi, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. And Brahma has all the time in the world. If you see his lifespan, it's 311 trillion years, 40 billion years. But still he says that I have to take shelter of you. Yeah. I offer my respects to you. I am the leader of all other planets in the universe. So every planet, every universe has a Brahma, but within that universe, all the planets, Brahma is the topmost. Yeah. And Brahma is saying that without your blessings, nothing is going to happen. Yeah. So here again, in the Bhagavad Gita, the shlok which is there, that A Brahma Bhuvanal Loke Punaravartino Arjuna Mam Upetya tu Kaunteya Punar Janmana Vidyate. So Brahma ji se leke jo smallest of the creature which is there, yeah, the ephemeris which is there, even that also, they all have to go in the cycle of birth and death. So Brahma may have a very long lifetime, yeah, but then what is done in this lifespan is the important thing. So that is the understanding we get here, that yes, I have a very long lifespan. I am a blessed person because I have received direct instructions from you. What am I going to do about it? If I'm not taking shelter of you, if I'm not surrendering to you, if I'm not begging for your mercy, then I will not be able to perform my task. Verse 19, O my Lord, by your own will you appear in the various species of living entities among animals lower than human beings as well as among the demigods to perform your transcendental pastimes. Yeah? You come as Shukar also, you come as demigods, you've come in various forms. Yeah, you're not affected by material contamination. Yeah, Devi hi esha gunamai mama maya duratyaya. So you're beyond this three modes of material nature. You're not touched by matter. You come just to fulfill the obligations of your principles of religion, yeah, dharma, to re-establish dharma. And therefore, O Supreme Personality, I offer my obeisances unto you for manifesting such different forms. Verse 20. My Lord, you accept the pleasure of sleeping in the water of devastation, where there are violent waves, and you enjoy the pleasure of on the bed of snakes, showing the happiness of your sleep to intelligent persons. At that time, all the universal planets are stationed within your abdomen. So this is when the Lord is in Yoga Nidra. Yeah. In our case, when we are sleeping, we are in ignorance. But Lord, when He's so called in Nidra, it is actually Yoga Nidra. He's always cognizant. Yeah. And He is having pleasure in sleeping in the water of devastation. Yeah. Violent waves are going all around, and what is His bed? Bed of snakes. Yeah. There's no chance we can ever be comfortable in such a situation. But you are in such a situation, you are always so calm and peaceful in whatever situation there may be. Yeah, because you are in full control. O object of my worship, I am born from the house of your lotus navel for the purpose of creating the universe by your mercy. All these planets of the universe were stationed within your transcendental abdomen while you was enjoying sleep. Now your sleep having ended, your eyes are open like blossoming lotuses in the morning. So he's saying that yes, it's all coming from you. The whole creation, everything is emanating from you only. Yeah. I myself am coming from the lotus of your navel. So now we come to verse 22. I'll just have to get the purport also because the purport nahi aa raha. So let me just, sorry. Verse 22, we'll start with that. सोऽयं समस्तजगतं सुहृद एक आत्मा सत्त्वेन यन्मृदयते भगवान् भगेन तेनैव मे दृशम् अनुस्पृशत यथाहं शिक्ष्यामि पूर्ववद् इदं प्रणतः प्रियोऽसौ.
May I read, Prabhu?
Yeah, sure. Word for word, we don't do, right?
No, no.
Yeah, sure. You read
Let the Supreme Lord be merciful towards me. He is the one friend and soul of all living entities in the world, and He maintains all for their ultimate happiness by His six transcendental opulences. May he be merciful towards me, so that I, as before, may be empowered with the introspection to create. For I am also one of the surrendered souls who are dear to the Lord. Purport. The Supreme Lord Parshottam, or Sri Krishna, is the maintainer of all in both the transcendental and material worlds. He is the life and friend of all because there is eternally natural affection and love between the living entities and the Lord. He is the one friend and well-wisher of all, and he is the one without a second. The Lord maintains all the living entities everywhere by his six transcendental opulences, for which he is known as Bhagavan, or the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. Lord Brahma prayed for his mercy so that he might be able to create the universal affairs as he did before. Only by the Lord causeless mercy could he create both material and spiritual personalities like Marichi and Narad, respectively. Brahma prayed to the Lord because he is very much dear to the surrendered soul. The surrendered soul knows nothing but the Lord, and therefore the Lord is very affectionate towards him. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So nice. Yeah, so here again, so the 25 verses in this chapter, they're all prayers of Brahma to the Lord. Yeah. So this is a very nice understanding for us that this is how to approach the Lord, glorify the Lord, and then you get the mercy of the Lord. You please the Lord, and then you receive the mercy of the Lord. So here he's saying that, yeah, please be merciful towards me. Yeah. So um, and he's calling the Lord the Suhrad. Yeah, he's the friend and one friend and soul of all living entities, and he maintains all for their ultimate happiness. Yeah, by his six transcendental opulences. May he be merciful towards me, so that I, as before, because he's been doing this creation, yeah, every day of his life, every day of the life of Brahma is a kalpa, and every day he has to do the creation. Yeah. So I may be empowered with the introspection to create, for I am also one of the surrendered souls who are dear to the Lord. So Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam, yeah, Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam Nyatva Mam Shantim Richati. So Lord is a well-wishing benefactor of everyone, all the souls, all the jivas, not just the human beings, all the jivas, yeah. And that's what Srila Prabhupada mentions here, that he is the life and friend of all because there is eternally natural affection and love between the living entities and the Lord, because we are parts and parcels of the Lord. Yeah, there is, so Lord treats them as us, all of us, as his children. Yeah. And then the Lord maintains all the living entities everywhere by his opulences, six transcendental opulences. Shadaishwarya Purna, the Lord is full of six opulences. And only by the Lord's causeless mercy could he create both material and spiritual personalities like Marichi and Narad, respectively. So the Brahmaji is creating everyone. So he's creating all the material living entities and the spiritual entities also. So spiritual personalities, Narad Muni comes in that category, and the material category, Marichi is there. Yeah. So and the surrender soul knows nothing but the Lord, and the Lord there, and therefore the Lord is affectionate towards him. So in the ninth canto, fourth chapter, the Lord says also that Sadhavo Hridayam Mahyam, Sadhunam Hridayam Tva Aham. Yeah, so the जो साधु है उनके दिल में हृदय में हमेशा मेरा वास रहता है, एंड आई एम ऑल्सो देयर ऑल्सो इन माई हार्ट. या एंड मद अन्यत् तेन जानति, विदाउट मी दे डोंट नो एनीथिंग बट मी. या एंड नाहम तेभ्यो मनागपि, so I also don't know anything but my devotees. So that is the mood of the Lord. Yeah. So if, and it's a mood of reciprocation. Yeah. ये ये यथा माम प्रपद्यन्ते ताम तथैव भजाम्यहम्. सो इनफैक्ट, सो जिस मूड में हम जितना वो करेंगे, जितना हम सरेंडर करेंगे, the Lord will reciprocate accordingly. Yesterday only we were listening to a lecture of Shivaran Swami Maharaj. So he was talking about this verse. And ye yatham mam prapadyante tam sathaiva bhajamyaham. So aham, bhajamya aham. So first time it really struck me. I'm sure you may have had this realization before. But Krishna is saying that I will also do bhakti to my devotees. ताम सतैव भजाम्यहम. जैसे मेरा भक्त मेरे को भक्ति करेगा, मैं भी वैसी भक्ति करूंगा. So the Lord is willing to offer loving devotional service to the devotees. Yeah. So that's a real nice mood of the Lord. That the Lord is always uh, in a mood to help. Yeah, He's always there to help us and protect us. We have to face him. Yeah, what happens is we become vimukh. Yeah, we want to enjoy away from the Lord. The moment we become unmukh, we are facing the Lord and say that, yes, please guide me. Yeah, I don't have any capabilities. Please help me. If we go in that mood, why won't the Lord help us? I mean, even if we don't go in that mood, even if we are bahir mukha, even then the Lord is maintaining. Yeah. It's not that the Lord is not maintaining. People who are not doing any bhakti or people who are atheistic in nature, the Lord is maintaining them also. So then if we go to the Lord in a mood of surrender, yeah, that please, you are my whole and soul. Without you, I cannot do anything, not even the smallest of the things. Then that makes the Lord happy that yes, here is a surrendered soul. He knows what his constitutional duty is. Yeah, Jivera Swarupa Hoy, Krishnera Nityadas. So that is my mood. If I am there fully in the mood that yes, please Lord, give me service, then the Lord is also very happy. Yeah. So he's going to help you accordingly. Any questions here? Or can we move to the next
Yes,
verse?
Prabhu, one question. There is a sentence like Lord Brahma prayed for his mercy so that he might be able to create the universal affairs as he did before. It means every day it happens of
Absolutely.
Brahmas.
Yeah. So एक प्रलय होता ही है ना जब जब ब्रह्मा जी
हाँ,
होते हैं तो
that I wanted to try.
yes. So that is the different pralayas which happen.
So every time, every day he is produced from the navel of the Lord.
Yes. And every day he has to create. He's produced from the navel of the Lord is when the Mahapralaya happens, when everything goes, when the Lord inhales, everything, all
Okay.
the Mahatattva, everything goes into the Lord. Then the Sarga happens, the first creation. Then the secondary creation happens when the Brahmaji comes from the lotus. Yeah, but then this creation process happens every day. Yeah, he has to, when Brahmaji goes to sleep, and the next day, again, he has to start all over again, the creation.
Thank you, sir.
Hare Krishna. Verse 23. एष प्रपन्नवरदो रमयात्मशक्त्या यद्यत् करिष्यति गृहीता गुणावतारः तस्मिन् स्वविक्रमम् idam srijato picheto yunjita karma shamalam chayatha vijayam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Translation. The Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, is always the benefactor of the surrendered souls. His activities are always enacted through his internal potency, Rama or the goddess of fortune. I pray only to engage in his service in the creation of the material world, and I pray that I am not materially affected by my works, for thus I may be able to give up the false prestige of being the creator. Purport. In the matter of material creation, maintenance, and destruction, there are three incarnations of the material modes of nature: Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. But the Lord's incarnation as Vishnu in his internal potency is the supreme energy for the total activities. Brahma, who is only an assistant in the modes of creation, wanted to remain in his actual position as an instrument of the Lord instead of becoming puffed up by the false prestige of thinking himself the creator. That is a way of becoming dear to the Supreme Lord and receiving his benediction. Foolish men want to take credit for all creations made by them, But intelligent persons know very well that not a blade of grass can move without the will of the Lord. Thus, all the credit for wonderful creations must go to Him. By spiritual consciousness, only can one be free from the contamination of material affection and receive the benedictions offered by the Lord. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhupada. Nice. Thank you, Prabhu. So yeah, he's continuing again, further glorifying the Lord, that yes, Supreme Personality of O Krishna, O Mahavishnu, you're always the benefactor of the surrendered souls. So definitely, I mean, as we just said, that he is going to protect everyone, whether you're surrendered or not surrendered. But definitely, if you're surrendered, you have nothing to worry about it. Yeah. And his activities are enacted through his internal potency, Rama, yeah, the goddess of fortune. Yeah. So and what is the mood here of Brahmaji? That yes, I'm going to engage in this service of creation of the world, of this material world, and I pray that I may not be materially affected by this work. Yeah, that there should not be any false prestige coming in me. That oh, I am the creator. Yeah, because in the beginning, Narad Muni asks him also, Brahmaji, oh Father, are you the supreme God? You have created everything. So should I understand that you are the God? So Brahmaji says, no, 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 I am not the God. Yeah, I'm just a servant of the God. Yeah, I'm just helping the Lord in the secondary creation. So that is very important. That please, whatever I do, if I'm this in this mode of surrender, yeah, if I take everything, whatever is done by me as a blessing, yeah, thanks to your blessings that I am able to just fulfill whatever you have instructed me to do. Then I will not have this feeling of prestige or being proud or being puffed up. Yeah. So that is the thing. So yes, you have the three incarnations, the guna avatars are there, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So in which, of course, Vishnu is the internal potency of the Lord, yeah, who's responsible for the maintenance of the material universe. Yeah. So that is the important thing, that may I not be puffed up by my achievement, because it's a huge achievement what he's doing. He's creating everything. Yeah. So I should not be puffed up by that. So that is, and still what happened in the Brahma Vimohan Leela, that he did get a little carried away, or he was put in illusion by the Lord as a Leela. Yeah. That he thought that, I mean, who is the small boy who is running around like this? Yeah. And he cannot be the Supreme Lord. Let me test him. Yeah. So that mood came in him, because he thought that, no, I am something very big, and this cannot be the Supreme Lord, because he's just a normal cowherd boy. He cannot be the Supreme Lord. So in order to not come under that influence of being proud, yeah, of his position, in the Gaur Leela, before he appeared in the Gaur Leela, because all these are eternal associates of the Lord, yeah, Nitya Parshad. They're always with the Lord. The Lord will be in any pastime, they will be in and around the Lord to help. So when the Lord came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Brahmaji, before that, he approached Krishna and said that, please give me a lowly position in the Gaura Leela, so that there is no chance of me to be proud of my position. Yeah. And he came as Haridas Thakur, Srila Haridas Thakur. Yeah. So who was born in a Yavan family, and still, of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorified him so much, and he was the Namacharya. Yeah, he is the Namacharya for us. So that is the mood, that yeah, let me not get puffed up. Yeah, because it's very easy for people to get swayed by this thing, that, I mean, kartaham iti manyate, ya prakrite kremanani guna karmani sarvashah ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, third chapter, that people should not mistake that I am the doer. Yeah, it's everything. I as in the person who is doing it, the jiva. Yeah, it's all Krishna. Uh, it's all, whatever we do, we are doing it under the three modes of material nature. Yeah, but And because of that, if we are in the bodily consciousness, then we start thinking that I am the doer. But instead of that, if you're doing everything for Krishna, if you're doing it in a surrendered mode, totally for Krishna, then you move out of that I, me, myself mode, and you think that no, I'm just an instrument who is there to serve Krishna. Yeah. If you're in that mode, then automatically you're doing a karma. You're not going to get any uh, pious or impious results of your activities. Yeah. So that exactly is the mode of Brahmaji. Of course, in our case, we are far too low compared to Brahmaji. Yeah, because Brahmaji is the topmost in the material world. But the same message, if he can be in that mood, then what is to stop us from surrendering fully to the Lord? Yeah. So that is the whole thing of this 25 verses. That yes, please, you have given me this seva. Oh, you're the greatest. Or everything is because of you. You are the Suhrada for everyone. So please help me. Help me perform my task. That is the mode. Yeah. So by spiritual consciousness, one can be free from the contamination of material affection and receive benedictions from the offered by the Lord. So spiritual consciousness means Krishna consciousness. Yeah. Just focus on Krishna, that yes, I am a spirit soul. I am a part and parcel of Krishna. My only duty is to serve the Lord in whatever way the Lord deems fit. So then what happens? Then I will be free from this material affection. And then I will be a patra to receive the mercy of the Lord. Yeah? Because you have to make yourself capable to receive the mercy of the Lord. Yeah. Yes, Lord is very merciful. He's there to give mercy to everyone. But the more you purify yourself, the more you cleanse yourself, and more you make yourself favorable to receive the benedictions of the Lord, the better for us. Yeah? So that is the understanding really. Yeah? Okay. Then verse 24. नाभिहृदादिह सतोऽम्भासि यस्य पुंसो विज्ञाय शक्तिरहमासम् अनन्तशक्ते रूपं विचित्रम् इद अस्य विवृणवतो मे मारि मारीरिशिष्ट निगमस्य गिरां विसर्ग.
I'll read, Prabhuji.
Sure.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. The Lord's potencies are innumerable. As he lies down in the water of devastation, I am born as the total universal energy from the navel lake in which the lotus sprouts. I am now engaged in manifestation, his diverse energies in the form of the cosmic manifestation. I therefore pray that in the course of my material activities, I may not be devastated from the vibration of the Vedic hymns. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Every person engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord in this material world is prone to so many material activities, and if one is not strong enough to protect himself against the onslaught of material affection, he may be diverted from the spiritual energy. In the material creation, Brahma has to create all kinds of living entities with bodies suitable to their material conditions. Brahma wants to be protected by the Lord because he has to contact many vicious living entities. An ordinary Brahman may fall from the Brahma Tejas or the power of Brahmanical excellence due to his association with many fallen conditioned souls. Brahma, as the supermost Brahman, is afraid of such a fallen down, and therefore afraid of such a fall down, and therefore he prays to the Lord for protection. This is a warning for one and all in the spiritual advancement of life. Unless one is sufficiently protected by the Lord, he may fall down
from his spiritual position. Therefore, one has to pray constantly to the Lord for protection and the blessings to carry out one's duty. Lord Chaitanya also entrusted his missionary work to his devotees and assured them of his protection against the onslaught of material affection. The path of spiritual life is stated in the Vedas to be like the edge of a sharpened razor. A little inattentiveness may at once create havoc and bloodshed. But one who is a completely surrendered soul, always seeking protection from the Lord in the discharge of his entrusted duties, has no fear of falling into material contamination. Jai Shri Prabhupada, Hare Krishna.
Wow, what a beautiful purport. So here again now, the Lord, He is again glorifying the Lord. Yes, your potencies are innumerable. Yeah, your qualities cannot be described even by Anantashesh. Yeah, he's been doing it. All that Anantashesh is doing is listing out your qualities, glorifying your qualities from time immemorial, and he's not able to reach the end of it. Yeah. And as he lays in the water of devastation, I am born as the total universal energy from the navel lake. Yeah. So he's this Garbhodaka ocean, which is there. It is from his perspiration only. Yeah. And then from the lotus navel of the Lord, the lotus stem is coming up. And then from the lotus flower, Brahmaji is coming. So that's what he's talking about here. And I am now engaged in manifesting his diverse energies in the form of cosmic manifestation. Yeah. So I'm doing the secondary creation. But what is my prayer here? I therefore pray that in the course of my material activities, I may not be deviated from the vibration of the Vedic systems or Vedic hymns. So the understanding here is that whatever work we are doing, Brahma ji is saying that आपके जो वेद जो आपने whatever uh, the Vedas which have emanated from you, whatever the scriptural injunctions which are there, which are given by you, even though I am performing all such a vast task, I should not be deviated from that. I should also have a focus on that. So for us, sadhakas, the understanding here is that yes, seva is important for us. Yeah. But at the same time, we should not neglect our sadhana. Yeah. We have to, of course, do our chanting, which is the prescribed 16 rounds. But in addition to that, we have to read the scriptures also. We have to read the books of Srila Prabhupada, and we have to do it in a scrutinizing way. Yeah, not just read, but study it. So seva cannot be an excuse that, okay, I'll just do the seva now and worry about the studies later. Let me just focus on seva. No, these have to go hand in hand. So because that then shows that, yes, I'm still committed to whatever instructions Krishna has given. And if we have that commitment, then the seva, quality of the seva also automatically improves. Yeah. So, and yeah, so if one is not strong enough to protect himself, so what is this sadhana helping us with? Yeah, the daily the study of the scriptures we commit to do. Yeah, this is to protect ourselves from this onslaught of the material affection which is there, as Srila Prabhupada mentions. Yeah, so I'll just give a small example of an anecdote of it's about how a Brahman, there was a Brahman who was very, very good in his sadhana. Yeah. He was doing all his sadhana perfectly, and this Brahma Tejas, which is there, which is mentioned here. So he was actually really glowing in that, the effulgence of the Brahmanical excellence, so from that he was glowing and he was really progressing very fast. And seeing this position, he was as living alone in a secluded place and just focusing on bhakti. And seeing his progress, Indradev, he got a little worried that yeah, this person can really progress very fast and he can be a threat to my seat. Yeah, he can come and push me away from my seat, my position as the the god of heavenly planets. So what did Indra do? He took up a disguise of a Kshatriya, of a king, and he approached this person, this Brahman, and said that, hey Brahman, I have this sword with me. Yeah. Can I just, I have to travel somewhere. Can I entrust it in your custody? Can I leave it with you? Yeah. So that it stays safe with you. And then when I'm back, I will take it from you. It was a beautiful, beautiful sword with a very nice sheath with jewels and all. And of course, the sword itself was very sharp inside, which of course it was covered at that stage. Yeah. So the reason why people do this, people used to trust Brahmins like this, is because no thief would come to a Brahman's house, yeah, because people had that respect and they had that fear also of Brahmins because they didn't want to get cursed by a Brahman. So he leaves it and goes, and he's observing from a distance of what's happening. So the Brahman continues his daily routine, his sadhana is being continued. And then he looks at the sword one day. He says, "Oh, such a nice, beautiful sword. Let me have a look." And he lifts it up. "Oh, this is really nice. Heavy. It's heavy. Beautiful." And then he keeps it down. Next day, he says, "Okay, let me see it again." He's again attracted to it. He opens it and sees, "Oh, so sharp and so, look at the shine on this, on the blade of this sword. It's such an exquisite sword." Then he tries to just start fighting, imaginary fighting. Yeah, as I'm fighting and I'm killing and all. So what is happening is he was moving away from the mode of goodness to mode of passion, and just the association with an inanimate object, yeah, was able to move him down from his position. So this is what Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here, that we don't want to fall into any material contamination. So that is why. So even though he was performing his sadhana and all, but then he was still, because of association. So the right association is very important. That is the most important thing. So due to association with many fallen conditioned souls, a Brahman may lose his Brahma Tejas. This is exactly what happened. That in this case, of course, we're talking about, Srila Prabhupada is talking about association with conditioned souls, yeah, living entities. But the example which I gave was that it was just a sword, but still it managed to pull that person away from the mode of goodness and pulled him into mode of passion. And then he was no longer a threat to Brahma, to Indra. So Indra was, the whole purpose of this was to get him away from the mode of goodness. So that is the understanding, that we have to have association of devotees all the time. They will only protect us. We go to office, we work, everything. Yes, every day we have to associate with all kinds of people. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. But then we have to seek the shelter of devotees, seek the shelter of Guru Maharaj all the time. That yes, please protect us. Because in the office situation, in the business situation, we are going to be part of all kinds of people. Yeah, we're going to be associating with everyone. But that's where we have to be careful. Yeah. So therefore, one has to pray constantly to the Lord for protection and the blessing to carry out one's duty. So what are we doing every day? We're just doing our duty, going to work. Yeah. But if we seek the blessings of the Lord, please, Lord, protect me. Yeah. Then that protection is there. It's an invisible cloak which the Lord will put around us. It is okay. Yeah. Because that's the whole idea. We have to remember the Lord at all times. Yeah. Always remember the Lord, never forget the Lord. Yeah. That is the basic principle which we have to keep in mind. And that's exactly what Brahmaji is also asking. Um, uh, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, yeah, that please protect me. Yeah. Any questions? Or shall we move forward? Okay. So this verse 25, this is the last of the verses, and this is the verse which is normally used, normally chanted to wake up the Lord in the morning. Yeah. So सोऽशवधभ्रकरुणो भगवान् विवृद्धा प्रेम स्मितेन नयनाम्बुरुहं विजृम्भम् उत्थाय विश्वविजयाय च नो विषादम् माध्वगिरापनयतात् पुरुषः पुराणः.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ji. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The Lord, who is supreme and is the oldest of all, is unlimitedly merciful. I wish that he may smilingly bestow his benediction upon me by opening his lotus eyes. He can uplift the entire cosmic creation and remove our dejection by kindly speaking his directions. Purport. The Lord is ever increasingly merciful upon the fallen souls of this material world. The whole cosmic manifestation is a chance for all to improve themselves in devotional service to the Lord, and everyone is meant for that purpose. The Lord expands himself into many personalities who are either self-expansions of separated expansions. The personalities of the individual souls are his separated expansions, whereas the self-expansions are the Lord himself. The self-expansions are predominators and the separated expansions are predominated for reciprocation of transcendental bliss with the supreme form of bliss and knowledge. The liberated souls can join in this blissful reciprocation of predominator and predominated without materially concocted ideas. The typical example of such a transcendental exchange between the predominator and the predominated is the Lord's Ras Leela with the gopis. The gopis are predominated expansions of the material potency, and therefore the Lord's participation in the Ras Leela dance is never to be considered like the mundane relationship of man and woman. It is rather the highest perfectional stage of the exchange of feeling between the Lord and the living entities. The Lord gives the fallen souls the chance for this highest perfection of life. Lord Brahma is interested with the management of the complete cosmic show, and therefore he prays that the Lord bestow his blessings upon him so that he may execute its purpose. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Lord.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So again, yeah, so this is what is the Lord, what is Brahmaji praying now to the Lord now? That the Lord who is the supreme and is the oldest of all is unlimitedly merciful. Yeah, so he's waking up the Lord. Hey Lord, please wake up from your yoga nidra. And how do I want you to wake up? I wish that he may smilingly bestow his benediction upon me by opening his lotus eyes. So please don't wake up in an angry mood. Yeah. When you wake up, please smile. Yeah. Because just if you just think about it, if you get darshan of the Lord, then you're finished. Your life is over. That is, your material life is over. Yeah. So imagine the position of Brahmaji. He's able to see, get the darshan of the Lord himself. Yeah. So when you wake up, please have that smile. And Lord is always, so smitena word. Smitena means smiling. Yeah. Prema smitena. Yeah. Smile karo, but pyar se. Yeah. That's how I want you to wake up. Yeah. We can uplift the entire cosmic creation and remove our dejection by kindly speaking his directions. Yeah. So please wake up and direct me. I am lost. Yeah. You've given me such a mammoth task. I am lost. So that is the real mood of Brahmaji. Yeah. So this is the last of the prayers. Yeah. Brahmaji's prayers. So this is, and the purport is again, as always, all purports are just brilliant. Yeah, so Lord is ever increasingly merciful upon the fallen souls. Yeah, ever increasingly. Unki mercy बढ़ती रहती है. Yeah. The more fallen a person is, the more merciful the Lord is. He feels that, yeah, this person needs my help. Yeah. More than any other. The whole cosmic manifestation, this is again always. So why has the Lord created this material world? Yeah. For us to improve ourselves in devotional service. And everyone is meant for that purpose. The only purpose for us to be here, the only purpose for why the Lord has created this material world is so that we improve ourselves, we purify ourselves, we correct ourselves, and we are able to go back to where we actually belong, to Golok Vrindavan. That is the only reason this material world is created. It is a prison. But because the Lord is so merciful, He has given us so many facilities. Yeah. So we should not mistake this temporary place to uh, uh, be a place of permanent happiness. Yeah, we should not seek permanent happiness in this place. The only purpose we are here is to purify ourselves. That yes, we become eligible to go back where we belong. Yeah, back to the spiritual world. The Lord expands Himself in many personalities, who are either self-expansion, Swa-amsha or Vibhinna-amsha, separated expansions. Yeah. So Vibhinna-amsha, we are the jivas who are the separated expansions or separated energies of the Lord. Yeah. And self-expansions are predominators. So there are two categories of people. One is who's a predominator, which is Krishna or his self-expansions, and all others are predominated. Yeah. So there is only one Purusha, which is Krishna. We all are Shaktis. Even though I may have a body of a Purusha, but I am actually Prakriti, not Shakti. Prakriti. I am nature. I'm to be enjoyed by the Lord. Yeah. It is not for me to enjoy. My job is not to enjoy. I am just to be enjoyed by the Lord. Yeah. That is the understanding we have to have here. And then he explains further that the liberated souls can join in this blissful reciprocation of the predominator and the predominated without materially concocted ideas. Yeah. So we should not have any material identification. If we know our real position, yeah, that we are just the servants of the Lord, that's our constitutional position, then we obviously are not in the material level. Yeah, we move to a spiritual plane. And in that position, then we can have this interaction with the Lord. Yeah, this reciprocation with the Lord. And see the example with the Lord, where Srila Prabhupada has given. The typical example of such a transcendental exchange between the predominator and the predominated is the Lord's Rasa Leela with the gopis. Yeah. The gopis are predominated expansions of the internal potency. Very important again. So they are not material. Yeah, they are expansions of the internal potency of the Lord. And therefore, the Lord's participation in the Ras Leela is never to be considered like the mundane relationship of man and woman. So we have to. So Srila Prabhupada has mentioned this time and again in so many of his purports, so that we don't forget. Yeah, we should not mistake any of these gopis who were there in the Vraja pastimes to be ordinary. Yeah, they are all spiritual. Krishna is spiritual. So Krishna will only associate with spiritual people. Don't ever forget that. Krishna will never be touched by anything which is material in nature. So it's not a normal relationship between a man and woman. Yeah, it's a spiritual thing. It is rather the highest perfectional stage of the exchange of feelings between the Lord and the living entities. The Lord gives the fallen souls the chance for this highest perfection of life. So the Lord gives everyone an equal opportunity. Yeah. We all have this free will, how we want to conduct our life. It is totally up to us. Do we want to surrender to the Lord, perfect ourselves, beg for His mercy, follow the injunctions in the scriptures, and try to progress towards the Lord? Or we want to just enjoy ourselves totally on a material plane, thinking ourselves to be this body and my family and my house, all those things. That is up to us. But this is the highest perfectional stage. Yeah. And He is giving a chance to everyone. So Lord Brahma is entrusted with the management of the complete cosmic show, and therefore he prays that the Lord bestow his blessings upon him so that he may execute its purpose. Yeah. So I have got such a difficult job. So please, I'm begging you that please give me your blessings that I don't get puffed up. Because here also, even though this is in the Rasa Leela, even though it is a spiritual pastime, totally spiritual pastime, but here also we have a learning that if there is a little tinge of pride also, the Lord will just move away. Yeah. Because what did the Lord do? He expanded himself to so many forms, yeah, Swamshas, and each and every one of them was dancing with a separate gopi. And all the gopis thought that, yeah, the Lord is dancing with me individually. And because the Lord is dancing with me individually, I must be something special. Oh, I'm so great. So that small tinge of pride which surfaced in the hearts of the gopis. What happened then? The Lord removed his darshan. He just disappeared. So the gopis lost the darshan of the Lord. They were in supreme bliss at that time. You can imagine dancing with the Lord. But the moment this little bit of pride came into them, yeah, in the previous para, the Lord, in the previous purport, the Srila Prabhupada has mentioned puffed up, yeah. Little bit of pride came and Lord disappeared. So that's why we have to be very careful that yes, we are just an instrument in the hands of the Lord. We have no independence at all. All we have to do is just follow the instructions of the Lord, try to serve the Lord as a tool. Yeah, that's all. We're just an instrument of the Lord. So that is the understanding really here. Any questions for this particular verse or anything else? Can we move forward? Okay. So now the prayers have been, yes.
Prabhuji, these gopis are the predominated expansion. So who else were the predominated apart from gopis?
So all the eternal associates, all the Nitya Parshads of the Lord, who are there always with the Lord, yeah, who are Nitya Siddhas, yeah, they're always with the Lord. So all the people in Vraja, all the
Oh,
Gopas,
yes.
all the Parshads. So similar thing is there in the God Leela also. Yeah, all the people who are so they will always be with the Lord. So Lord is going to appear. Before that, they appear. Yeah, whether it's
Wonderful.
yeah, got it. It's okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So now 25 verses, Brahmaji has prayed to the Lord. The Lord is obviously happy about it. So now Maitreya Muni is going to talk now because this is a conversation between Maitreya and Vidurji. Yeah. So he's going to tell him about what happens next. Yeah. Maitreya Vacha Swasambhavam Nisha Swasambhavam Nishamyavam Tapo Vidya Samadhibhihi Yavan Manovachah Stutva Virarama Sakhinnavat.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. The sage Maitreya said, O Vidura, after observing the source of his appearance, namely the personality of Godhead, Brahma, prayed for his mercy as far as his mind and words would permit him. Thus, having prayed, he became silent as it tired from his activities of penance, knowledge, and mental concentration. Brahma enlightenment, Brahma's enlightenment in knowledge was due to the Lord sitting within his heart. After being created, Brahma could not ascertain the source of his appearance, but after penance and mental concentration, he could see the source of his birth, and thus he became enlightened through his heart. The spiritual master outside and the spiritual master within are both representation of the Lord. Unless one has contact with such a bona fide representation, one cannot claim to be a spiritual master. Lord Brahma had no opportunity to take the help of a spiritual master from outside because at that time Brahma himself was the only creature in the universe. Therefore, on becoming satisfied by the prayers of Brahma, the Lord enlightened him by everything from within. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
We can hear you.
Good. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for reading. Okay, good. So yeah, again now, so Maitreya Muni is now giving that O Vidur, after observing the source of his appearance, namely the personality of Godhead. Yeah, so Brahmaji got the darshan of the Supreme Lord. So who is the Supreme Lord? Yeah, I have come from you only. Yeah, you are the source of my appearance. Yeah. So Brahmaji prayed for his mercy with his mind, with his words, yeah, as far as possible. Yeah, whatever capability I have in terms of my vocabulary, whatever my mind can think about favorably for you, I am offering everything to you. That's the mode of Brahmaji, yeah. Thus, having prayed, he became silent, as if tired. Yeah, he was not tired, as if tired. Kinnavat. Yeah, as if tired from his activities. What were the activities? He had performed tapasya, yeah, a lot of penance and tapasya and mental concentration. And finally, what was he blessed with? He was blessed with the darshan of the Lord, smiling face of the Lord. So he got that what he was really looking out for. Yeah. So tapo vidya, yeah. So he did the tapasya and he got the vidya. So whenever we say vidya, knowledge, what do we mean? We mean that this is knowledge about the spiritual things, not material thing. That vidya is as good as a vidya. That has no relevance because it's temporary. Once we finish with this lifetime, that vidya is gone. But the real vidya is to know the supreme absolute truth. Yeah. So Brahma's enlightenment in knowledge was due to the Lord sitting within his heart. So this is a very nice passage where Srila Prabhupada has mentioned about the role of the spiritual master and the spiritual master within and spiritual master without. Yeah. So in this case, where did Brahma get the knowledge? He got the knowledge from the Lord sitting within Brahma's heart. Yeah. After being created, Brahma, he did not know his source. Where did I appear from? Yeah. But he heard the words tapa and then he did tapasya for many years. And then he could see the source of his birth, which is the Lord himself. And thus he became enlightened through his heart. Yeah. So the Lord gave him all the required vidya, all the knowledge which was needed. Directly it was implanted. Yeah. The spiritual master outside and the spiritual master within are both representations of the Lord. Yeah. So these are all expansions of the Lord. So we know that our spiritual master who has given Diksha to us, he is a representative of Krishna himself, and he has to be accorded the same respect which we will accord to the Lord. Yeah, there should be no difference in the way we treat Krishna or the way we treat our Guru Maharaj. Unless one has contact with such bona fide representations, one cannot claim to be a spiritual master. So this is again a very important sentence for us to understand. What this essentially means is that unless a person who's acting like a spiritual master, unless he has a bona fide spiritual master himself, yeah, he cannot claim to be a spiritual master. Yeah. So that means it has to be in an authorized parampara. Who is my guru's guru? Okay, I know who my guru's guru is. Who is his guru? Okay, I know that also. So that parampara system, it has to be. So you just don't take anyone as a guru because he says that, yeah, I have gone to the Himalayas and I have realized the truth. Yeah, but who's your guru? No, I don't have any guru. Then there's a question mark. Yeah. Only person who doesn't have a guru from this purport we understand is Brahmaji. He has a Chaitya guru only. He doesn't have an external guru because that's the Lord himself. So Lord is outside, Lord is inside. Yeah. But in our case, the Lord, in His mercy, with His profound mercy, He gives us our Guru Maharaj because we want to know about the uh, absolute truth. The Lord presents us with a Guru, yeah, and authorize in the parampara. So that is how we understand it. Yeah, Lord Brahma had no opportunity to take help of a spiritual master from outside. Yeah, so he had to rely on the Lord within, yeah, the Guru within. Therefore, on becoming satisfied by the prayers of Brahma, the Lord enlightened him about everything within, from within. Yeah. So all the knowledge, all the vidya that was required, the Lord provided from within. Yeah. So very important for us to understand the position of Guru. Very important for us to realize that in order to progress in our spiritual journey, we need to take shelter of Guru. That's the first thing we do, Guru Padashray. Unless we take the shelter of the Guru's lotus feet, yeah, we accept a Guru, we seek out a Guru actively. It's going to be very difficult for us to progress. We cannot approach Krishna directly. It has to be through a proper authorized medium, which is through the Guru. Yeah, Guru is the transparent medium, which will who will take us to Krishna. So that understanding has to be there. Yeah, and then now the Lord is going to speak. Yeah, no, he's going to speak later, not in this verse. अथ विप्रेतम् अन्वीक्ष्य ब्रह्मणो मधुसूदनः विषन्नचेतसं तेन कराम्भसा लोकसंस्थानविज्ञान आत्मना परिखिद्यतः तम् आह गधाय वाचा कश्मलं समयम् इव. Okay, anyone wants to read or should I read?
Yes, Prabhu.
We'll read, Prabhu.
The Lord saw that the Brahma was very anxious about the planning and construction of the different planetary systems and was depressed upon seeing the devastating water. He could understand the intention of Brahma and thus he spoke in deep, thoughtful words, removing all his illusions that had arisen. The devastating water was so fearful that even Brahma was perturbed as its appearance and became very anxious about how to situate the different planetary systems in outer space to accommodate the different kinds of living entities, such as the human beings, those lower than the human beings, and the superhuman beings. All the planets in the universe are situated according to different grades of living entities under the influence of the modes of material nature. There are three modes of material nature, and when they are mixed with one another, they become nine. When the nine are mixed with when the nine are mixed, they become 81, and the 81 also become mixed, and thus we ultimately do not know how the delusion increases and increases. The Lord Brahma had to accommodate different places and situations for the requisite bodies of the conditioned souls. The was meant only for Brahma, and no one in the universe can even understand how difficult it was. By the grace of the Lord, Brahma was able to execute that tremendous work so perfectly that everyone is amazed to see the workmanship of the Vidhata or the regulator. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you. Yeah. So Here, so now the reaction of the Lord is described. Yeah, that the Lord saw Brahma and saw the confusion in Brahma's face. Yeah, he saw Brahma's anxiety that he has such a big task to perform, and he was obviously the water was really violent. Yeah, so he was depressed in such a situation. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, and so he understood what Brahmaji must be going through, and so he wanted to guide him, yeah, and he spoke to him in deep, thoughtful words, removing all the illusion, yeah, kashmalam, जो भी कलमश है उनमें, जो भी था कि कैसे होगा कि नहीं होगा, all the negative thoughts which are coming, the Lord said, "Don't worry, I'm there." Yeah. So, so in the purport now, the situation in which Brahmaji was there, it was very, very fearful situation. He was bewildered that, yeah, okay, I have this tremendous work to do. How do I do it? I have to, how do I situate the various planetary systems? Yeah, the universe is there, then the planetary systems have to be situated in the outer space to accommodate different levels of people, different types of people are there. Yeah. So 8.4 million species are there. Yeah. All have to be accommodated accordingly. How do I do that? Yeah. Human beings are there, then lower planetary systems, upper planetary systems for the superhuman beings. All the planets in the universe are situated according to the different grades. How do I do it? It is so complicated. That was the question. Yeah? Those were the doubts. Yeah? Kashmalam, this kashmakash mein the ki kaise karu main? How do I do it? And then these are all under the influence of the modes of material nature. So Srila Prabhupada always used to give this example that these modes of material nature, they act in such complex ways. Yeah. It is very, very difficult to understand it. Yeah. The three modes are there. Yeah. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. They can combine. So we have this permutation combination in maths. Yeah. So they can combine three into three, 9 different ways. Then those 9 combinations can further combine in 9 further ways. So 9 into 9, 81. And then that 81 can further have combinations of 81 into 81. So there are innumerable combinations which are there under which a person can get pulled. Yeah. Sometimes the mode of goodness will be stronger. Sometimes the mode of passion will be stronger. Sometimes the mode of ignorance will be stronger. All these combinations, various levels of combinations are possible. So how does one get out of it? Yeah. So that this is what Srila Prabhupada is talking about. So that we ultimately do not know how the delusion increases and increasing. So if you're totally in the modes of nature, totally surrendered to the modes of nature, totally surrendered to the external energy of the Lord, yeah, Maya, then God help us. Literally, God has to help us because we don't know how we're going to get tied up one after the other into this entanglement. Yeah. एक के बाद एक ये रोग हमको बांधते जा रहा है 81 टाइम्स बांधेगा फिर 81 into 81 टाइम्स बांधेगा it becomes a very very big knot, yeah, to get out of. Lord Brahma had to accommodate different places and situations for the different bodies, yeah, of the conditioned souls. सबको अलग अलग टाइप का जो आपकी बॉडी जो आपको चाहिए था आपको वो बॉडी मिले. I have to take care of that. Can you imagine what a task it is? We cannot even imagine. Yeah. If my desire at the time I leave my body is that, yeah, I just want to swim. I'm so passionate about swimming. I love water, and also then he has to give me a body accordingly. So he has to make me a fish in my next lifetime. He has to have all this information. So according to the desires, according to the karmas of the person or the jiva, karma will apply only to human beings, not to the animals. But then according to that, then a requisite body has to be provided. So it's not a mean task. Yeah, it is a very mean task. It's not an easy task. Yeah. So the task was meant only for Brahma, and no one else in the universe can understand how difficult it was. We have no clue. Yeah. But by the grace of Lord, Brahma was able to execute this tremendous task so perfectly. Yeah, Lord gave him all the knowledge and all the blessings that everyone is amazed to see the workmanship of Vidhata or the regulator. So now one of the another reasons what we have to understand here why Srila Prabhupada glorifies Brahmaji so much, because we come in that parampara only. We come in the Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya. Yeah. So Brahmaji is so from Krishna comes Brahma, and हम उसी परंपरा में आ रहे. So Srila Prabhupada automatically has this great affection and affinity towards Lord Brahma. We can do one or two more verses, then we can stop. So the Lord is now going to speak.
प्रभु, वन
Yeah,
क्वेश्चन.
sure.
आपने अभी बोला थोड़ी देर पहले कि ब्रह्मा जी को दर्शन हुए. आई डोंट थिंक सर प्रभु ब्रह्मा जी को दर्शन हुए हैं अभी तक, या मेरे सुनने में कुछ गड़बड़ है?
No, he has the vision of Lord. No, because Lord is giving him direct instructions. Yeah. So Lord, he's
नहीं, say now this verse has started when the Lord is going to speak. Till now he was Brahma was only praying, but I don't think he has darshan of Lord so far.
no, he has the darshan of the Lord. He has, and then that's why the Lord is in front of him. He's speaking. He's requesting the Lord to wake up. Uttishta, Uttishta. So if you see this 25th verse,
26th verse says yes.
25th verse is that please wake up, please open your eyes. So सामने है, Lord is in the yoga nidra. He's saying that please.
नहीं, हाँ, योग निद्रा में है, लेकिन अभी मतलब उन्होंने ऐसा, अच्छा, वी कैन थिंक लाइक दैट व्हेन ही वाज
Yeah,
स्लीपिंग ही कुड सी दैट.
yeah. That's so
ओके.
he's waking. And these verses, especially this particular 25th verse, is what is chanted every day in the temples when we
ओके.
wake up the Lord. Yeah. So please, Uttishta, Uttishta, please get up. Uthaya. Please uthiye aap. Yeah. So that is my understanding.
No, it's right, Prabhu. He
Okay.
could see him in the closed eyes.
Yes. So now we are on verse 29. Yeah. So now the Lord is going to speak. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Ma Veda Garbhagastandrim Sarga Udyaman Avaha Tanmaya Paditam Hyagre Yanmam Prarthayate Bhavan.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead then said, O Brahma, O depth of Vedic wisdom, be neither depressed nor anxious about the execution of creation. What you are begging from me has already been granted before. Purport. Any person authorized by either the Lord or by his bona fide representative is already blessed, as is the work entrusted to him. Of course, the person entrusted with such a responsibility should always be aware of his incapability and must always look for the mercy of the Lord for the successful execution of his duty. One should not be puffed up because he is entrusted with certain executive work. Fortunate is he who is so entrusted, and if he is always fixed in the sense of being subordinate to the will of the Supreme, is sure to come out successful in the discharge of his work. Arjuna was entrusted with the work of fighting on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and before he was so entrusted, the Lord had already arranged for his victory. But Arjuna was always conscious of his position as subordinate to the Lord, and thus he accepted him as the supreme guide in his responsibility. Anyone who takes pride in doing responsible work but does not give credit to the Supreme Lord is certainly falsely proud and cannot execute anything nicely. Brahma and persons in the line of his disciplic succession who follow in his footsteps are always successful in the discharge of loving transcendental service to the Supreme Lord. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Shri Prabhupada. So again, beautiful verse, beautiful translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. So here now the Supreme Personality, he's opened his eyes, he's seen Brahmaji in front of him, and he says that, "O Brahma, Oh, depth of Vedic wisdom. He's calling him the depth of Vedic wisdom. And where has this wisdom come from? From the Lord Himself. Yeah. Don't be depressed. Yeah. Or anxious. So whatever illusions which the Lord, which Brahmaji had, ki kaise hoga, how will I do all these things? So what you're begging from me has already been granted before. Yeah. So the Lord knows everything. Yeah. He's Antaryami. He knows exactly what our situation is, what we want, what our desires are. The key thing is that are we going to Him? Yeah. Are we approaching the Lord for fulfillment of our desires? One thing is that we have to be 100% sure that if we have any spiritual desires, and if we approach the Lord with those spiritual desires, 100% they'll be fulfilled by the Lord. There is no questions about it. Even if we appear to the Lord, approach the Lord with material desires, the chances are that Lord may fulfill it, provided that it is going to help us in our spiritual progress as well, in some way. Yeah, if we are able to handle it, yes, He will give you that also. So for anything and everything, again, it comes to the same verse which I quoted before, was that Kathanchana smrite yasmin dushkaram sukaram bhavit. So कुछ भी काम हो, अगर हम कृष्ण को याद रखेंगे, अगर हम चैतन्य महाप्रभु को याद रखेंगे, then most difficult task will become easy. So he says, yeah, it's fine. You have approached me. You have come with the right mood. Yeah. In the mood of a servant, in the mood of surrender. The job is already done. It's already been granted. Yeah. Before you ask, it's granted. Yeah. So that's what the mood was of Arjun also. So any person authorized by either the Lord or by his bona fide representative, that means Guru Maharaj also. Yeah, spiritual master says, ये काम करो, मतलब काम हो चुका है. Guru will never give you a work which you are not able to do. Yeah. So the work is already, he's given you the power to do that work also. Yeah. As if the work is, as is the work entrusted to him. Yeah. So it's already done. He's already blessed with that. Work is blessed, the person is also blessed. Of course, the person entrusted with such a responsibility should always be aware of his incapability and must always look for the mercy of the Lord for the successful execution of this duty. So what does this mean? Incapability to do that. The humility with me. I cannot do it. I need your blessings, Lord. Yeah, easiest of the task I cannot perform. Please help me. Yeah. Then it is successfully executed. In this case, Brahmaji had the most difficult task, but he fully surrendered to the Lord. He was glorifying the Lord. He was seeking the blessings of the Lord. He was begging for the mercy of the Lord. And the Lord said, it's already done. Go do it. One should not be puffed up because he's entrusted with certain executive work. Oh, yes, I'm something special. And especially not in the material world, in the spiritual circles also, if one has got some position, he should not be puffed up that, yeah, I've been chosen because I'm great. No, that's not the case. Yeah. Fortunate is he who is entrusted. Yeah. First of all, you're fortunate that you've been given the seva. And if he's fixed, he's always fixed in the sense of being subordinate to Krishna, yeah, to the will of the Lord, then he's sure to come out successful in the discharge of his work. Srila Prabhupada always used to say, all my success is because of one thing, not because I'm a Bhakti Vedanta. No. Not because I know so many shlokas. No. It is because of my implicit faith and dependence of my Guru Maharaj, on my Guru Maharaj. That's all. It's because of his blessings. That has to be the mood, really. Arjun, again, same thing. He was entrusted with the job. Job was already done. Nimatta Matra. Yeah. He was just an instrument. That's all. So Arjun was always conscious of his position as subordinate of the Lord, and thus he accepted him as the supreme guide. in his responsibility. Anyone who takes pride in doing responsible work but does not give credit to the Supreme Lord is certainly falsely proud and cannot execute anything nicely. There will be so much failures then one person will see that. I can do it. I have the capability, I have the qualifications, I have the experience. I will do it. Even in the material world. Yeah. Leave it to me, I can do it. No, you cannot. You have to depend on the Lord. That is the understanding here we have to take, that when we go tomorrow to work, on Monday when we go to work, that has to be our mode, that, hey Krishna, please protect me. Please guide me. Anyone who takes pride, yeah, he cannot do the work. Brahma and persons in the line of his disciplic succession, which we are fortunate to be in, who follow in his footsteps are always successful in the discharge of bhakti, loving devotional service to the Lord. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here and stop sharing my screen also, because time is up.
Thank you
So
very
let's
much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Excellent class, like always. Thank you
Hare
very
Krishna.
much. Any questions for Prabhu?
Prabhu, I asked as and when required.
Yeah, that's always better. Then you don't forget.
Okay, doesn't look like there is any question, Prabhu. So again, thank you so much. We want you to come regularly.
Hare Krishna.
So
Thank you so much for the seva, Prabhu.
hope to see you soon.
Sure.
Let's chant Vaishnav Pranam Mantra before we end the class.
Sure.
Vanchakalpatarubhya pavanebhyo
पतिना पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
Prabhu. Thank you very
Hare
much.
Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna,
thank you
Prabhuji.
very
Thank
much.
you.
थैंक यू वेरी मच
Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.